A Soviet officer lay among a pile of corpses, using one leg to shield his face. German troops were firing wildly at the bodies of Soviet soldiers to ensure none were feigning death. Fortunately, the officer managed to dodge all the bullets. After the Germans retreated, he carefully crawled out from the pile of corpses. Just then, he spotted 2 German soldiers in a building across the street. He grabbed a rifle from among the bodies and took a deep breath. Just as he was about to pull the trigger, a voice suddenly called out from beside him. A recruit warned him that firing indiscriminately would give away their position. The officer glanced at him, raised the rifle to aim, and mustered his courage to pull the trigger. But the rifle was empty. He tried to cock the bolt, but his hand trembled uncontrollably. Vasily crawled over to him, took the rifle, and skillfully cycled the bolt, chambering the last 5 rounds. He handed the rifle back to the officer and told him to wait until he heard the explosion before firing. The officer raised the rifle to his eye, but the German soldiers across the street kept moving. He turned to look at Vasily beside him. Sweat and blood blurred his glasses. Meanwhile, the German soldiers had begun showering, leaving only their heads exposed, making it difficult to aim. Vasily saw the officer's dilemma and asked to take the rifle. Suddenly, a jeep drove up, bringing 3 more German soldiers. The pressure on Vasily mounted instantly. He had only 5 bullets to take down 5 enemies, and every shot had to hit its mark. Just then, the officer was accidentally spotted by the Germans and quickly ducked for cover. Suddenly, an explosion rang out. Without hesitation, the recruit fired, killing the bald officer. The other German soldiers remained oblivious. Then he skillfully reloaded his rifle and took aim. At that moment, the Germans looked up. Sensing something was wrong, they immediately threw themselves to the ground. The recruit seized the moment and immediately fired his 3rd shot. One German soldier lying on the ground tried to throw a grenade, but the recruit raised his hand and fired another shot. Seeing this, the last German soldier ran toward the wall. Vasily stood up and raised his rifle to aim. All 5 bullets hit their targets. He became famous overnight for this single battle. The next day, Vasily was assigned to a secret mission. The veteran slowly raised his helmet, trying to lure the enemy sniper into firing. The German sniper snorted derisively and quickly turned his rifle to the left. The veteran probed for a long time, but the German sniper remained motionless. So Vasily decided to change positions. The veteran leading the way leaped forward. Vasily, following behind, narrowly escaped death. Looking at the fallen veteran, Vasily resolved to avenge him. He climbed onto a building behind him, preparing to circle around the German sniper and launch a surprise attack. He crawled into a pipe, kicking up dust as he moved. The German sniper heard the sound of someone crawling inside the pipe, immediately shifted his position, and took cover in the shadows, setting up his sniper rifle. Vasily had just crawled out of the pipe's exit. His assistant was struck by a bullet. Immediately afterward, another shot knocked the sniper rifle out of Vasily's hands. Vasily had already pinpointed the enemy's position. He tied his dagger to a rope and successfully hooked his sniper rifle. But the German sniper fired again, severing the rope. Just as Vasily was sinking into despair, Soviet bombers arrived to provide support. Violent explosions brought the building crashing down. Shards of glass fell beside Vasily, and the glare directly exposed his hiding spot. At that critical moment, a female soldier rushed over to assist him. Vasily signaled the direction with hand gestures. The female soldier immediately raised a piece of glass, reflecting the sunlight directly into the German sniper's eyes. Vasily seized the opportunity, raised his rifle, and shot the German sniper in the palm of his hand. A series of setbacks drove the German sniper into a rage. He hung the body of Vasily's fallen comrade high in plain sight. Witnessing this, Vasily completely broke down emotionally. He followed the enemy all the way to the train station, where the two faced off for an entire day, neither daring to fire first and reveal their position. To lure his opponent out, a Soviet officer deliberately exposed himself by stepping out of cover. Mistaking the officer lying on the ground for Vasily, the German sniper poked his head out of the opening in his foxhole and crouched down toward the body. But in the very next second, he sensed mortal danger. By then, Vasily's rifle was already firmly aimed at him. The German sniper slowly removed his cap and calmly accepted his fate.